River Nile is the longest river in Africa and is historically considered the longest river in the world. It flows from Lake Victoria in Uganda through southern Sudan, Egypt, and finally into the Mediterranean Sea. Communities living around the river depend on it for their livelihood. Its water is blue. Blue Nile Analytica, under the leadership of Pius Odhiambo, has been established to empower institutions in Africa meet the demand for data science professionals in the job market. This will make Africa remain competitive as it joins the rest of the world in data revolution era. Pius Odhiambo is a senior data science consultant based in Washington, D.C. in the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to introduce to you the team behind Blue Nile Analytica as they discuss how to map the future of Africa while educating Africans who will lead the way in data revolution era via Zoom. Blue Nile Analytica is offering classes in data science at a subsidized fee. Classes are conducted from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. East African local time every Saturdays for a period of 6 months. Registration is via Blue Nile Analytica's website www.bnanalytica.org. You can as well send an email via info@bnanalytica.org. Students from all countries in Africa are encouraged to apply.
Okay, thank you very much, members. We really appreciate for you coming to this session. We'll start by introduction. I'm Levi Bushuru. I'm a data scientist by profession. I've done a Bachelor of Science degree in mathematics, statistics option from Rongo University. I'm currently working with the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics as a statistician. I work as a part-time tutor in data science at the Cooperative University of Kenya. And I also work as a data science consultant at Blue Nile Analytica, which also I'm the director, technical training. And in today's session, we will be handling together with my assistant tutor, who will introduce himself. Welcome, Mr. Komala.
Well, thank you for this opportunity. Well, thank you for the opportunity to talk about whatever we have going on. So my name is Jovin Komala. I'm currently working with Beacon Africa as an assistant technician, and I'm an assistant technician at Blue Nile Analytica, helping Mr. Levi, and together I think we're gonna have an awesome moment sharing the whatever knowledge we have with you guys, and all of us are gonna benefit at the end of the day. Thank you.
Okay, as you have heard from Mr. Komala, Blue Nile Analytica is a data science firm which is registered in Kenya, and it has offices in Nairobi and Washington, D.C. It is being led by Mr. Pius Odhiambo, who is residing in Washington, D.C. in the United States. He is a senior data scientist, and he has come up with this firm with the main intention is teaching and consultancy. Therefore, members, I will give each and every one of you an opportunity to introduce yourself, your career, and the degree which you have, before we start our session. I will start from my left. Thank you.
Thank you so much. My name is Vivian Akumu. I'm a freelance writer. I have a bachelor's degree in Bachelor of Arts. I majored in economics from Kenyatta University.
Hello, my name is Gordon. I'm a graduate of Technical University of Kenya. I did Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical and Electronics, and I currently work with Abi Africa. It's a blockchain institution where we teach students about blockchain technology and smart contracts. I work there as a technical support officer, and I also have my own company I'm studying. It's called Golden Studio. It's about graphic design. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Celestine Gender, currently still a student, a fourth-year student at Jomo Kenyatta University, pursuing Bachelor of Science in Economics. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm Ruben Chemitei, a data analyst, also a trainer at the Eldoret National Polytechnic, and I'm the director in charge of consultancy at Blue Nile Analytica. Thank you.
Good morning once more. Yes, I'm Geoffrey. Currently, I work with the Teacher Service Commission in Kajiado as a director of study in one of the schools in Kajiado. Now, my background, I'm a graduate of Kenyatta University. I did Bachelor of Education, Mathematics and Business Studies. At Blue Nile Analytica, I'm one of the directors in charge of human resource, and I welcome all of us. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sally Najunga. Currently, I'm a freelancer businesswoman, and I'm doing my master's from the University of Nairobi. My undergraduate, I did in BSc Agriculture. Thank you very much.
Yes, good morning to all of you. Okay, my name is Eugene, and I'm a graduate of, I'm a holder of bachelor's degree in environmental planning and management, and I graduated from Kenyatta University, but currently I'm working with Survey of Kenya doing digitization of land registries.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, my name is Frederick Odipo. I'm a graduate of Kenyatta University. I studied environmental health, and I'm here in Blue Nile Analytica as a participant. Currently, I'm working with the National Museums of Kenya as an intern. Thank you.
Okay, so my name is Jovin Komala. I'll be taking you through the introduction to how we used to upload files in Jupyter Notebook. So this is for the new students that we've got, and also if you're, we say a veteran so far, you can just jump inside the boat and we carry on. So for those of us who, I took you through this last week, but some of you had issues. So I'm gonna show you how we go about it after you download the Anaconda distribution. So I want to assume or believe that all those who are coming in here for the second time, all of us have downloaded the Anaconda distribution package. So I'm gonna request for your keen or to be keen. I'm gonna request you to be keen on how we go through this. So when you come down here on your Windows machine, there's this search bar or search area or search widget where after you install your Anaconda, you just come here and type Jupyter like that. So if you can either finish to type, or if you just type the J and you see it, just come over here and click open. So it will take a little bit of time for it to load. Yeah, so when you click on that, it redirects you to this page. So from this page, so from this page, you can either choose to create a new file or create a new folder. So the procedures to create a folder, you just click on that new menu thing, and with the down arrow, then there's a drop down. So if you want to create a new folder, just navigate through till folder. If you want to create a new Python file, you just click on Python 3. So this is a new file that we've created. And now, after you create this new file, you have to rename it according to what project or job you're working on. So in order to rename, you will just click on the untitled part. If you navigate near the Jupyter logo, there's this untitled area. So if you do this, then it gives you this. It gives you this output. Then if you just rename it like new Python, like that, then you can either click enter or click on rename. And we have our new Python file. So according to this file, there are certain menu widgets and context menus. So we have the file, edit, view, insert, these ones, and these are just icons. Yeah. So basically, I'm gonna show you the most crucial things according to this menu. So when you come to file, you can either create a new notebook, open a file that you had already created, you can make a copy of the same file, save the file into your local machine, rename, you can save and checkpoint. So saving and checkpointing is where you've already done something, but you don't. You just need a few cells to be saved where you've already reached. Then you can revert to where you were before. Then you can print preview if you're doing that. Then download, and there's the different documents types. So when editing, you have to. There is a cut cells, which is X. So when you're dealing with these files, you can use shortcuts, keyboard shortcuts, or follow all these procedures. Yeah, but for now, I want to go the long route. Yeah, so there's if you follow the long route, this is what you'll end up with. So there's cut cells, which just cuts, copy cells, copies, and all that. So we have split cells, merge. Merge is just combining cells, different cells together. Then we have insert. So when you're working on a cell, and let's say I'm working on this. So let's say we're working on that. Yeah, so assuming, sorry. So assuming I'm working on this cell, then I run it. So to run, you just click on this and execute. So if I was working on this cell and I wanted to insert a new cell above it, I just click on that. Then there's a cell above it, and same applies if I click insert and below like that. So another important thing is this kernel. So when you're working on your Jupyter file and it may be shut down, and you come back and continue working on your file, but then you realize that it's not executing. When you try executing or running the commands, it's not working. So you just come here into the kernel option, you can restart, and also you can restart and clear output. So all the outputs you had, like these 1, 2, 3. And also you can restart and run all. So when you restart and run all, you just restart the notebook and execute all previously run cells. Yeah, so those are the most important. So down here where we have these icons, we have this is just for saving files. This is for adding cells like that. This is for cutting cells. This is for copying selected cells. This is for pasting. Yeah. So this one moves the selected cells up. The down one moves the selected cells down. So this is run as already iterated. So on to the task that I had assigned those who are new. Yeah, so when you have these, for those who are new, I already gave an assignment which you are to do. So I'm just going to show you the strings that you should hang on to or follow. So the first thing is we need to import the libraries to use. So I'm just going to import a library called pandas. So from here, we just going to write import pandas as PD. So this PD can always change. It's just an acronym to identify the pandas library you have. That you reference the pandas library as PD now. So you don't have to type pandas.read.csv. So I hope we are together up to that point. Then you can either, from here to execute this cell, you can either click run here, or you can always click shift and enter key to execute. Or you can use this one. Yes. Yeah, also this one it runs. So just to import the data, an example, I'm just going to do data, then assign.
That keyboard of mine is different. It will disturb you. Equal sign is there.
So equals PD dot read.
So why is this saying PD dot read? He has imported pandas, and this pandas is imported in the form of PD. Are you okay? Yes. So this prepares Python that he is going to import a certain data. Okay.
Underscore equal.
Underscore equal.
So we have a CSV file, and so if to import a CSV file, I'm going to initialize it as data is equals to PD.read underscore CSV.
Now he's explaining something there. He's going to import a CSV file. How has he known that it is a CSV file? You have at first, when you have downloaded that data, you have seen it is a CSV. And it will be clearly depicted when now it will come up with the path. Okay, yes. Keyboard yangu ni tofauti kidogo na hizi zingine zinasumbua.
Yeah, so from this, now that we have our file, we have a file that we saved into our downloads folder.
Go outside. Don't take it from the Jupyter. Go outside.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Go to downloads. Yes.
So we have this data, which is ratings. So we're just gonna, you can right click like that, then come to properties. Zoom.
Okay, what he's doing, now he has opened that Jupyter notebook. This computer of mine behaves different from others. It depends with the Windows. So he's now importing the data, and he's now copying the path. This is how I normally copy it from my computer. I press it there, then I go to Home, then I copy the path. Then after copying that path, he goes back to the Jupyter notebook where he was, and then he pastes that path there. Paste. Yes. Just do like that because it comes with those asterisks. So you don't need to put the asterisks. That.
Okay. So
I want to explain something there. You have seen at the end of that path, it is CSV, isn't it? So it means that was a CSV file. So it means that is a CSV file. So that is why when he was saying that he wants to import data, he put their data is equals to pd.read, then underscore CSV. How did he know that it is a CSV? It is at the end of that path. That is how he knew. Are you okay? Yes.
well, so if you execute this line of code, it is gonna give you an error, and this is expected. So the first solution to this.
Why are you getting that error? Are you remember when you are doing basic programming, how to escape now? So you have to know the methods of escaping. And I want Komala to show you all the methods for escaping.
So the first thing, you can either change these slashes. So you can either change them to forward slashes.
My Jupyter will this thing forward etc. That is the first method. You can change the backward slashes to forward slashes. And when you run it, it will run. Are you seeing? When you run it, it will run. The second method now, you can make it to have the backslashes as it was before. The backslashes here. Yeah, you can change it to have the backslashes as it was before. Change to backslashes. So when you change to backslashes, then outside before the asterisks here, at this point you start with an R. You would have escaped. It will work. Are you okay? So there are at least 5 methods of how you can escape, but because of time, let us just go with the 2. Then now, Komala, the thing which I want you to do, when you are calling back this data, call it back on the same cell. That is the best practice of programmers. Call it back on the same cell. Yes. So he is calling back.
So if you call the data now, this is bound to show these tables because we initially initialized data. This data file that we were reading as data before, so it was assigned. The space was assigned to data. So if I call data, now it gives me the rows and the tables.
So what is explaining, that one, it will give you all the rows and the tables. That shows that our data has got around 100,000 rows and 4 columns. Okay. So the next thing which he is going to do, he wants now to show us only the upper part of this data and the lower part of the data.
So when you want to see the first entities or entries of that data set, we just come and type data.head like this and run it. So this will output the first entries of that data set that you have or that you're working on.
Yes. So what he has done, when you put data.add, Python will give you only the first 5 entries. And when it is counting, Python normally counts from 0. So it will count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It has given us the first 5 rows. It is 5.
5. It is 5, but the counting starts from 0. So in programming, 0 is included as an integer. Yeah, so when we want to see the lower part of the data set, we just do data.tail. Like that, then again you execute. It gives you the 5 lower entries.
Now that one, now it will give you now the 5 last entry. You have seen that it has 10,000 rows, isn't it? But when now it is counting, it has started from, it has 100,000 rows. But now when it is counting, it has started from 99,995 and it ends at 99,999. Why is it exhibiting such behavior? Because it started counting from 0. Are you okay? Yes. Now the second thing which is going to show you is how now you can see the shape of the data.
Yeah, so this data.shape just gives you how many rows and columns you have. So for instance, if you already did Excel, yeah, so you're always told to start reading from the row, then column, yeah. So this one also starts from the rows, so it has 100,000 rows, then 4 columns. So it's rows and columns.
Yes, then the third thing which I will expect him to show you is to know the data information. That is what we have covered in our basic Python programming known as data structures. You know now the data types. What is this data type containing?
So to know the data information, you just write data.info with the parentheses. Yeah, this can work, but without the parentheses, it will output something different. So to know what the data that you have, these are the columns. Then this not null count. This means that there is no none values in your data set.
Yes, so when you will be doing analysis, those non-null, what does it alert you? It means now when you will be doing your treatment, you will not treat for null values because there is no null value. That is the importance of now looking for data information.
Yeah, and so this D type just tells you what data type you have. So in Python, we have, I think 4 or 5 data types. So we have integers, we have long int, we have strings, we have float, we have short integers. So basically, based on your data type, you will confirm with the columns you've got. So you can have strings, float, objects, etc.
Yes, let me explain something small on that. He has said we have got different types of data types, isn't it? The first one is an integer. An integer is just numbers. Then the second one is a string. You remember when you are doing the topic on values and variables, when you want to know the class of that data type, we used type, then it gives us a string. A string is when you write a name such as Levi, that is a string. Float is decimals now. Now in this data, we have got only one data type, and this is an integer. If we could have maybe an object or a categorical data, when we will be treating this data, we have first, categorical data occupies a lot of space. There is a function which we need first to reduce the space before we treat the data.
My name is Geoffrey Odalo. I work with the Teacher Service Commission at Blue Nile Analytica. We do training every Saturday. We have got instructors that do training to us, especially us that we are upcoming data analysts and data scientists. So today we had a session here at Rosalind Rivera Mall, and we learned a lot. We had a very interactive session with a good number of participants attending. As you can see them behind me here, we learned a lot, and we are learning this mainly because of the changing trend in the world. Most companies in the world depend so much on the data, and that's why we have come up with this idea, so that as Kenyans and as young people, we can have these skills that can enable us fit in the job market. And we still call upon others that would like to gain the skills to come and join.
I think we have had a very interactive session. As I said, my name is Ruben Chemitei from Blue Nile Analytica. I want to take this opportunity to thank the Director General, Mr. Pius, for sponsoring this event. And we would want to say that the team that he has assembled here will go a long way in ensuring that we get skills to take our country, Kenya, and the rest of the world forward. Therefore, I would say that it was very interactive. We learned a lot of things, and data science is the way to go. And just to applaud what the HR said, the HR put it very well, that we may be having more and more of these sessions as we go along. And it will be a good thing. Joining the team at Blue Analytica will really take us forward. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. My name is Beryl Nyadwoga. I have just joined the Blue Analytica team, and I'm looking forward to learning a lot when it comes to data analytics and data science and upskilling, so that I can add value in whatever organization I join.
Very much for this wonderful opportunity. As you have seen, data science is the sexiest course in the market, and which each and everyone is intending to pursue. Each and every department requires data, and therefore the demand for data scientists is great. And in the near future, it has been projected by statisticians and data scientists that this industry is going to grow by 28 to 40%. Therefore, as Blue Nile Analytica, under the leadership of a senior data scientist, Mr. Pius Odhiambo, we really appreciate for this initiative. Under my department, training and technical department, we are really working hard towards achieving the same, to produce data scientists with a lot of skills who will be competent in the market.
My name is Eugene Odhiambo. and I am a participant in Blue Nile Analytica. Today we had a session at Roslyn Rivera Mall where we had an interactive one-on-one session that enabled us to learn more about data science. We were trained by various trainers. I would like to thank Mr. Levi Bushuru, Mr. Jovin Komala, and our HR, Mr. Odalo.
My name is Moses Olonde. I'm a participant in Blue Nile Analytica, Data Science, a mentorship program. I appreciate Mr. Pius Odhiambo for initiating this program. It's a robust program and one that is in line with the current trends and patterns in the industrial and system world. As trainees, we anticipate greater change in our perspectives of understanding the world, and we are gaining the skills and knowledge in data science to help us make decisions in future. In the African context, we intend to be to use our skills to transform the industrial and even infrastructural sector, and also impact the academic sector with the knowledge and skills that we have. We hope this knowledge will be, expanded to reach other people in Kenya and even Africa at large. We are grateful to Mr. Pius for initiating this, and we must say that we are learning a lot. We hope this will also go well, and other people who have not benefited or who are intending to be part of this will make a step so that they learn about data science. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Celestine Gender. I'm a participant at Blue Nile Analytica. Today I was lucky to be among the chosen few who are able to attend the training, and the training was wow, it was amazing. Like honestly, it was a good event.
We are Blue Nile Analytica. Yes!